Hello, Paul.
Hi, Tom.
Can you please tell us a little bit about yourself?
So I started doing inventories when I was 19 and just purchased a house. I was actually joining the army, so I never lived there, so I rented it out. And my tenants would take stuff, curtains, carpets. I had one guy even dismantle the kitchen and try and take that. So I started making lists, taking photographs, so I'd have some sort of evidence when they moved out of how the place was when they originally moved in. Then later on, when I was in the military, I helped out the unit housing officer by doing march in, march outs, which is similar to our inventory check-ins, check-outs. When I left the army after a career in the financial services, I set up in 2013 Professional Inventories with the idea that I wanted to do or run a business locally, not much of a commute, something that I could do, something that I could do well and earn a good living from. And I've never looked back since.
Why did you decide to franchise Professional Inventories?
Okay, so when you're starting a new business, local knowledge is key. It's one of the strongest things you need. So to my mind, I thought I'd like to partner with people in different areas. They can start a Professional Inventories franchise using my knowledge, expertise, and systems coupled with their local knowledge. To me, that is going to be an unbeatable winning formula.
Why should I choose a Professional Inventories franchise?
Well, there are a number of reasons. Firstly, it's low cost. You're joining a growth industry. Lettings is going from strength to strength and has done for the last 2 decades. Our services are required on every high street, in every city, town, village, by every letting agent, by every landlord. So there's a lot of business out there. And if you've got the right tools, the right systems, the right experience, as you will have with a Professional Inventories franchise, you're going to be successful from day one.
Who can be a franchisee?
Anybody at all, no matter what the background. All you need is determination, integrity, professionalism, and good quality training and systems, which Professional Inventories will supply.
What is the process of becoming a franchisee?
So, very simple. Make contact with us, email, phone. We'll have a chat, discuss what you want. We'll tell you about our franchise, what it involves. If you like that, then we'll move on to either meeting face-to-face, all over Zoom, and we take it from there. The idea being that you get all the information you need to make the decision whether Professional Inventories is for you, and the same for us. We need to know, are you the right candidate for our franchise?
What happens if I do decide to move forward?
Okay, so we'd have a face-to-face meeting again, like I said, on Zoom, but by this time you would have had our prospectus. We'll answer further in-depth questions about our training, our systems, the financials, the support that we offer. That's during training, after training, how we'll launch your business, how we'll build your business, what type of incomes you can expect to receive from the business. Go from there.
How does Professional Inventories support a healthy work-life balance?
Very simple. So over the years, I've developed a number of systems to make the whole business process streamlined. To give you an example, when I first started, to process a booking would take about 10 minutes. Now it takes 20-30 seconds. To produce a report would take 2 to 3 hours. Now it takes a couple of minutes. To produce invoices used to take 2, 3, 4 days a month. They're now created instantaneously. All that added together means that you will have more time to do more business, spend more time with your family, and more time to build the business you want.
Is this franchise model designed for scalability and business growth?
Most definitely. I have come across all the scenarios that require systems to be built in that way. So I've built them from scratch. Our systems are not off the shelf. Our system is a business-to-business software tool, unavailable to anybody else except professional franchisees. And it has all the tools that your potential customers will want, which will save them time, which saves them money. So they're more likely to take your services against the competition.
What is the biggest challenge for a franchisee and how is it reduced?
Biggest challenge for any franchise in any market is getting business, getting customers. That is the challenge. I've already been through this loop many, many times. I've designed systems to overcome those challenges that work, that are successful. First month I made £3,500 that month. I've grown every month since, and our best month ever was over £50,000 plus VAT. So my systems, my technology, my business development works, and it will work for you also.
What ongoing marketing and brand support is provided?
Firstly, we keep this information strictly confidential because it is for our franchisees and franchisees only. But just to say, it's a proven business model that has worked many times, developed by myself from scratch, which will deliver business results to you from day one.
Will I have a protected territory?
Yes, you'll get a protected territory for sole use by yourself. No other Professional Inventories franchisee will be able to carry out business within your area. So when you build clients, relationships, take on new agents, they belong to you. So in the future, you have a strong book of clients that will aid your business if you're looking to retire or move on.
What does a typical working day look like for a Professional Inventories franchisee?
Yeah, firstly, interesting. Every day is different. You'll be in and out of lots of different properties, different sizes, different areas. But generally, first thing, you'd leave home, you go and collect keys from an agent, go to a property, carry out the inspection report. You could be meeting tenants if it's a check-in, and you'd sign keys over to them. If not, those keys are returned to the agent's office and repeat. So at the end of the day, you'd return home, you'd process your reports. Each one's going to take 2 or 3 minutes to process. Have a cup of tea and just relax. Invoicing is done instantaneously. Distribution of those reports to agents, tenants is also automatic. So it takes away all the headache of doing admin. The only other work that you'll need to do is process any new bookings that have come in. You might have done this throughout the day because you can do it via your phone, the iPad that you're using to carry out reports, on your laptop, in between jobs. Each booking will take a few seconds, 15, 20 seconds to process, and everything's done for you. As soon as you press that save button, all the confirmations are sent out. Tenants even receive text messages to tell them about the booking, and including a text message 24 hours before the booking occurs, because you could be making that booking 2-3 weeks in advance, sometimes a couple of months in advance. So it's always handy that they get a reminder, and your system will do it automatically. No need for you to schedule it.
What is Professional Inventories franchise's credibility?
Okay, so from the outset, I wanted to create a franchise that was the number one in the UK. To that end, I contracted with Ashton's Consultancy. That's the UK's leading franchise consultancy firm. They've done all our paperwork, all our documentation, made sure that we're compliant, impartial and unbiased. After that, we applied to join the British Franchise Association. And again, because we'd used Ashton's franchise, they knew the quality of our documentation and the standards that we must attain were already reached. Don't get me wrong, it was a hard slog to go through the BFA process. Finally, we did it. It took several months and we got signed off, and we're now a BFA emerging member. On the back of that though, when I approached a high street lender who we've banked with for many years to obtain financing for potential franchisees, pre-qualified us in order to offer potential franchisees, subject to status, 50% of the franchise fee cost in setting up if required. Plus the fact that we've been in business for over 13 years and run a successful franchise